Yeah, man. Welcome to the Rastechie YouTube channel. 14 steps to make your Windows run fast like lightning. Let's get right into it, man. So these steps, you don't have to follow them in order. Go at your own pace. For time-saving purposes, I won't go into details in some of these steps. So first thing, step 1. Let's go into Windows updates. Make sure you've been getting all your updates so you don't run the risk of getting viruses and you won't have slow software and slow hardware. For example, I tried to run Flight Simulator and other games. The games were lagging and it turned out that my graphics card down here, this thing right here, wasn't updated, as well as other updates in Windows Update. So yes, guys, so make sure all your updates are good to go. Think about it like this. You can't run new software on old OS like Windows 98, Windows XP. That's a bit extreme, but you get my point. Step 2, and you could also save this for last, run malware and virus scanners. So if you're using Norton, Windows Defender, just run the scans, because oftentimes viruses and malwares in the background will slow down your computer. I like to do the offline scan, so you could save that one for the end. And there's another one here, guys. So Windows key and R, type in MRT. It's something about malware removal tool. This one, guys, it goes very, very deep. It's from Windows, it's free, and it removes all the potential like malwares. So for time saving purposes, I won't go into that right now. Step 3, guys, a lot of people don't know about this. Turn on your storage sense. So there are a lot of ways to get into the storage sense. So basically, this feature, it automatically deletes your temporary files. It deletes files in recycling bin like every 30 to 60 days. You'll have to spend some time with this to get an understanding as to how it works, and it will show you cleanup recommendations. So take some time and explore this app. Oh, if you had Windows 10 before, it's very important to delete the previous Windows 10 folder because that takes up a lot of space. So make sure you explore this, you check it out, like remove files that you don't need, and you're good to go. Step 4, remove unwanted programs and apps from your computer. To do this, I just go into control panel. You could type it down here. Uninstall a program, so programs that you don't need, uninstall it. So I just deleted McAfee Virus Protector. Don't need that program anymore, guys. It takes up a lot of space and it makes my computer run slow. So let's pretend this is McAfee. You uninstall it, and when that's done, there are some leftover files in the background, because when you remove an app, it doesn't delete everything. So this brings us to step 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you where to delete leftover files. You could use third-party software like CC Cleaner, Revo Uninstaller to remove unwanted, leftover files, but they don't really work. I have a video on that. Check it out. So let's get right into it. Let's remove the leftover McAfee files. So let's Windows key and run. Percent app data, percent. I kind of put this up here to give myself a head start. So I will walk you through this. See, I uninstalled McAfee and it left behind some programs, 5 megabytes. I know that's not much, but it adds up, guys. So let's go to delete And let's go into the next part. Percent program files percent. Control and C. Windows key and R. Whoops. Let's make sure that's copied properly. Oh, look at that. I know. Should have just typed it in. Okay, let's type this in. So percent, and look like I have it up here already. All right, sorry about that, guys. So let's see if it's still here. I don't see McAfee there, so that's a good thing. Let's copy this one. Percent program files, bracket x86 and percent. Back into run. Paste. Okay, that works. We're just making sure no leftover McAfee files are there. Like I said, guys, third-party software like Riva Uninstall Pro, it gets rid of most of it, but not all of it. Same procedure again. Percent temp percent. Oftentimes a lot of leftover programs will be here. So these stuff we don't need. It's good to delete this unwanted files from your computer. It might not be much, but if you haven't been in this folder for years, guys, you'll have a lot of gigs. So sometimes it won't get rid of everything right here for whatever reason. So when you use your computer, it often dump some temp files there. All right, let's check some more places. I know this is a bit of a chore, but it is worthwhile, guys. Gets rid of all the space that you just don't need. So I don't see McAfee there. It's all good. So, and you know, guys, be careful what you delete because some of those files could be in use. Let's check a couple more places. Back into run. Let's copy this. C:/ forward / program data. All right. See, there's a McAfee file here, guys. Like I said, guys, might not be much, but it all adds up. Look at that. So there's another way to delete this. I will maybe try use this program right here. See if that works. This program is called Privazer. It's pretty good at deleting stuff. Let's see if that works. Look at that, guys. It forcefully removed it, which is good. So there are some benefits to having some of these third-party softwares. I don't mind this one when it comes to like forcefully deleting stuff. All right, guys. So one more thing to do to make sure McAfee is fully gone. Let's type it in. And this will take a while. So look at that, guys. There are still some leftover McAfee files on this PC. So we're going to delete them. Let's get rid of all of them. We don't need all these leftover stuff. So I'm going to like use my third-party software Privazer to forcefully delete it. Hopefully this all works. Look at that, guys. 5 megabytes. So technically it's all deleted, but sometimes Windows just, I don't know, makes it stay like that. So I'm going to forcefully remove it again. Okay, so hopefully that worked out. And let's go into a recycling bin here. So we got most of it. Oh, I got the common files one, which is good. So I'm going to empty recycle bin. So it might not look much, guys, but trust me, if you do this over the years, the leftover files do add up. Anyways, guys, let's go to step 6. Let's delete browser history. This is good to do once in a while. So for time saving purposes, I'm only going to do this in Chrome, but do this for all your browsers. So go into history, delete browsing data, go all the time, delete all those cookies. Some of that could be potentially malware. I like to save the passwords and stuff, make life a lot easier. Give yourself a fresh start and do that for your Microsoft Edge, Firefox. So guys, this one is huge. Step 7. So we just did step 6. Now we're on to step 7. This one gives a lot of people problems. When you boot your computer up, like Microsoft Teams, other programs pop up, and that can be very annoying. So there are several ways to do this. I'm going to show you a couple of easy ways. So you type in startup apps and disable the programs that you don't want to start. For example, at my old workplace, this was a big issue for many of my colleagues because Microsoft Teams would just slow people down when the computer is starting up. So another way to do this is Control Alt and Delete Task Manager and go to Performance. So you want to be in the 24%, 30% range. Go to Startup Apps. Open this up. This will give you an idea what's making your computer slowing down. So for example, I've disabled quite a few of them, guys, as you can see. So if you have Microsoft Teams, go like this, right click. I know it's enabled for me, but click on disable. You can't do for all, but do for the apps that have been slowing you down. For virus protectors, you might want to keep that enabled. And you'll see the big difference when you start up your computer. So check your performance again, guys. And this will give you an idea of what's taking up a lot of space and memory usage. So step 8, and maybe you could do this last, memory diagnostics. Very important to do this once in a while. So when you click on this, this will scan your memory on your computer to see if there are any defects, because from experience, defective memory can also slow down your computer. So click on that, follow the steps, your computer will restart, and it will do that when your Windows is loading up. So we won't do that right now. So give that a go. Remove bloatware software that came with the PC in step 9. So for example, bloatware could be, like I said before, that McAfee software that came with your computer. Just other unwanted third-party software. So for demonstration purposes, maybe mail, you could just click on this. I know it's not a big program. Click on install. And I think for this one, you don't have to worry about the leftover stuff. So yeah, remove a lot of these unwanted stuff that you just don't need. And let's move on to step 10 and 11. So I meant to save this for last. I know I'm saying everything is saved for last. If these steps don't work, guys, from experience, get a solid state hard drive. Change the hard drive. You can clone your hard drive. Like the Windows that you have now, you can make that new hard drive the same, and it's going to do wonders for you. I had 2 Dell computers at work. They're identical. One of them was very slow, and I did everything, all these steps that we're doing, and it turned out that the hard drive wasn't good. So when I changed the hard drive, it made a big difference. And on to step 11, we just did step 10, upgrade your memory. This will allow you to multitask more or have more than one like app open at the same time. So that's something to look into. Step 12, turn off notification settings. When all those stuff pop up, that's something that you can change. So yeah, just type in notifications here like what I just did and turn it off, right? So very, very important to do if you're finding that annoying. So this one is pretty straightforward. Step 13, if you have pictures, over time it can add up, guys. Back them up to the cloud, back them up to a hard drive, back them up, or just delete them and then go into the recycle bin, delete them. Do the same for videos, do the same for documents. Save them in a safe place on the cloud, for example, Google Drive. And step 14, if you want to save space, remove old user accounts. So I'm going to show you a quick demonstration on how to do that. So let's type in user accounts. Let's type in control panels. Let's do it the old school way. So let's say you go into user accounts. Let's go back. Let's go to remove user accounts. So if you have your sister, your mom sign on to your computer and they haven't used your computer for ages, take their profile off because each profile takes up a lot of space. So as long as you have the admin account, right click on this account and delete the account. But guys, it doesn't end there. After you remove their accounts, you have to get rid of the baggage, and let me show you how to do that. So to keep it simple, guys, let's come out to control panel. Let's type in advanced system settings, which is found in control panel. I know with Windows, so many places to find things. Go to, let's see here, go to advanced, go to user profiles, and guys, look at this. One of my profiles here is 4.96 gigabytes. At my workplace, when we had so many people sign onto a computer, it takes up a lot of space, guys. A lot of people don't realize that. So once you remove the account, come into the setting as I just showed you and delete the account. But make sure you check in with your family and friends first, so that way they don't lose any valuable data. If it doesn't work on your first go, give the computer a restart, and sometimes it could take a long time to delete. So one quick bonus step here, guys, I want to show you is some people will adjust their their graphics and stuff like that. In my opinion, it doesn't make that much of a difference. If you have to go to this length, that tells me you might want to get a new computer altogether. But yeah, you could turn on your graphics a bit on the icons. That could help. And there you have it, guys. 14 steps to make your computer run fast. Oh, let me not forget one last thing, guys. Go back into control panel. I know these new Windows guys, so many places, so many ways to access apps. And let's type in power. Let's type in power stuff. So I don't want to talk too much about this because I don't want to mess your computer up, but I would recommend the balance setting. I know other YouTube channels will show you some little tips and tricks on how to make your computer run fast by changing stuff in here. Be very careful, guys. have maybe a technician show you some of that stuff. But honestly, guys, if you have a good enough hard drive, good enough RAM, you are good to go, guys. So make sure to give the computer a restart. You should see the difference. If not, I am telling you, upgrade that hard drive, upgrade that RAM, you will see the difference. If you found this video helpful, please like it. That would help me out a lot. Consider subscribing. I am going to provide you new and relevant content that will help you with your basic technology needs. And if I wasn't clear on any of the steps, please don't hesitate to ask a question in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. One love, respect.